What's up guys, welcome back for another YgoPro duel video. A lot of new cards have been revealed past few days, so let's get into them. Two new cards will be revealed here in the video. The first one, will be discussed. The first one here, as you see, is called Eternal Nightmares. It's a continuous trap and it's somewhat like an Imperial order. At the cost of 1000 life points, you can target one face-up spell or trap on the field and destroy it. And it's once per chain, so not once per turn. So this means, you can use it multiple times. So if you're facing something like a pendulum deck, you can just pop their scales every time at a small cost of 1000 life points. Well, 1000 is a lot, but you know, if you can prevent if you can prevent your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh, that's good in this format. Excellent cards, and maybe not main deckable, but it's definitely a side deck option. The second card is a new Ghost Ogre-like card, also level 3 Fire 1 tuner as well, zombie type. The card is called Ghost Ash, beautiful card by the way, and it's very similar to Ghost Ogre, except you know Ghost Ogre destroys the card but does not negate it. Well, this card negates the card but does not destroy it, and that's very important, so you don't destroy the card. So at any moment when your opponent activates a card that moves any card from their main deck to the hand or the graveyard, so for example Tanky to search something from your deck, or something like Foolish Burial or Brilliant Fusion if I'm not mistaken, so send something from their deck to the graveyard, you can negate that card. And the second part here, when your opponent activates a card effect that special summons a monster from the main deck, except of course during the damage step you can also negate that card. So something like Sanctum, which can be negated but not destroyed, so again not triggering Sanctum destruction effect, is important. So this new Ghost Ash is definitely also something to consider as a side deck option, or maybe a side deck staple depending on the format. So let's see a few examples. Alright, first example, and with this new, both cards will be combined. So in one you have the few matches I'm main decking the new Ghost Ash card, and in the other duels I'm main decking the Trap card, since I believe at the current moment of testing you can just side deck these options. Anyway, this Ghost Ash card is very good against Infernoids, right? You can negate Left Arm Offering. You know Left Arm Offering is a cost to search something from the deck, and then they pay the cost, banished 3, and then just discard your Ghost Ash. It's something that they don't see coming, again a hand trap, so that's good, and negating their Left Arm Offering. And this should be insta-game, doesn't really matter which deck that you're running. Your Ghost Ash or your hand trap should also be able to negate Lawn Mowing Next Door, but I'm not really sure. It should, right? Since you're sending cards from your deck to the grave. But again, this new Ghost Ash card isn't, it's not working properly yet here on YgoPro. Second example, it's also decent against Zodiac Beast. Okay, you can negate their triangle for one turn, because you know it's a continuous card and your Ghost Ash doesn't destroy the card, so your opponent's triangle, for example, will stay on the field. So you have to destroy it during your own turn, otherwise your opponent is just able to use it during your next turn. Here I make a minor mistake. I probably should have played around the Ghost Ogre and just go for Crystal Wing, and then I would have had the game, right? Since again an invincible Crystal Wing paired up with Sanctum, I believe, indeed, Sanctum for sight, or Moral Tech, but sight seems more appropriate. I should have won this one, but again, my mistake, and now I'm forced to use sight, preemptively use my Sanctum, go for sight as well, and now, I'm not really sure how I can make a comeback, get a lot of damage. It does have instant fusion, which is going to be live in a few moments, but okay, I do draw into an Alistair to search with another fusion, but it's not going to matter. I don't have a monster, so I can't negate his Drancia. Okay, I can send it back, go for the Eidolon Raideen to put this monster face on, but I'm well aware of Viper's attaching effect, so you know banishing both monsters that battle with your monster. But doesn't really matter, I was able to showcase this new Ghost Ash card. It's good, but minor downside, you don't destroy the card. So, same with Ghost Ogre, right? Ghost Ogre is a light, it has a lot of advantages, but it doesn't negate the card. So, both to each their own. Next example, I'm playing with a new trap card, and you know it's definitely a side deck option. For every 1000 life point cost, you can like destroy one face-up spell or trap from your opponent, and it's not once per turn, it's once per chain. So here the opponent is, or at least he has to Twin Twister that new Nightmares card, so his tanky will resolve, but obviously they always miss the Sanctum when they use Twin Twisters, so I'm going to chain it to his Cyclone and prevent my opponent from using the extra deck. Yeah, the Eidolon Wind Witch artifact build is disgusting. You have to start, right? Set your floodgates, and if you have your field spell / Alistair, you're good to go. Again, Eternal Nightmares to get rid of his triangle, I believe. Very good, like an instant +1 at the cost of 1000 life points. And now, no, negate the tanky indeed. Send the tanky from the field to the grave, so tanky won't resolve. And he does have his triangle in his hand, so he obviously, as long as this his Nightmares stays on the field, he cannot use his triangle. Well, he can use it, but I'll just pay 1000 life points, right, to get another +1 out of it. I have the Markaba, that's the name I was looking for. I have Markaba on the field to negate any monster effect, but Kaiju does... Kaiju is like an instant problem solver for this, but I have a lot of floodgates ready, both Dimensional Barrier and Sanctum, I believe. I believe so. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't really matter too much. I have Alistair in my hand to get some more fusion summons, draw into the fusion spell. Always, every day you draw into those. That's I played 3 at first, but I went to 2 since you can just surge them out of your Alistair, and yeah, they'll just send themselves back to the deck, right? So I don't think there's any need to run 3 of those fusion cards. There's a Twin Twister, and he discards his Zodiac Triangle, so I'm not going to negate it. Just wait. Just in case if the opponent has something like Swords of Concealing Light, Raigeki Darkle, you know those cards, so he definitely had it, so I can negate it with Markaba. Another example against any Pendulum deck, doesn't really matter which one, and you'll see that it's such a disgusting card against Pendulums. Same with Anti-Spell Fragrance, Anti-Spell just blocks them from using their skills, but this card, just... if they use or activate any Pendulum monster, you can pay 1000 life points and immediately destroy it, so again a very good card. There's the Gofu, he still opts to play Gofu, I'm fine with that. There's the first Pendulum monster, so pay 1000 life points to pop it. There's the second one, yeah, also going to destroy it, and he's just going to scoop, doesn't really matter. But again, a very powerful card, not against a lot of deck, well yeah, not against every deck, but this new Eternal Nightmare card, it's definitely something to side deck against a few matchups. For example, Pendulums next to Anti-Spell, right? So there's a tanky as well, going to negate it with Eternal Nightmare, so send it to the grave, no Surge. There is a Terror Top, immediately maxi, why not? If he doesn't special summon, okay, it's a -1, but I again have the Alistair, have the fusion card, so I can get pluses out of that, and whatever he goes for. What is that called? That rank 3 Exceed, I forgot the name. You know, the card Detach to negate like a spell or trap from the opponent, but you know the field spell prevents negating your Polymerization fusion card, so it's not going to matter too much. Attack, yeah, eventually decide to give him, I think, a +1 for the maxi by going for the second Markaba here. Again, just in case if the opponent does have something like a Kaiju to get rid of that one of Markaba. But Sanctum is at 3. Go for side. Wait until he's like halfway his Zodiac engine, so I can possibly destroy it next turn. And then, yeah, no engine left in the deck, right? But he does have Strike, so that kind of blows. But doesn't really matter since he does go for double Viper, and I'm not really sure, no option to get rid of the face on Markaba, so he attacks into it. Markaba triggers, well yeah, his Drancia will trigger since he's trying to banish my Markaba, and I can negate it by discarding a monster card, and now I'm just in full control of the duel, especially with the drawn Sanctum as well, and go for Markaba, leave my Alistair on my side of the field, you know, do some more damage, and now again I'm in full control of the duel. If the opponent rips something like Tanky or Zodiac, Triangle, the continuous spell, I can just pop it with Eternal Nightmares. Again, very solid card. Definitely, it could be a side deck staple next to, of course, the other floodgates we know of, something like Anti-Spell Fragrance. But these two new cards, very interesting. The Ghost Ash card and Eternal Nightmares, both are potentially, can potentially be side deck staples in the near future. Okay, guys, that's it Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.